What's going on? It is Eric Texas, just back with something else just for a moment. I am still working on 21's radio, but I just wanted to talk about something I found in the closet. And I opened it up and man, oh man, it's a little emotional. So what I want to talk about real quick is how I got into CB radio. My father was a ham radio operator. He was a CB radio operator before that as well, and licensed up and everything in the 60s. And in the 70s, he became a ham radio operator. He still had a Craco 23 channel deluxe CB radio, and it was installed in his vehicle along with a 2-meter radio. He was big into the ham and 2-meter radio, which was actually kind of fun back in the day. The area I was in had auto patch, and you were able to make phone call conversations over the air. And he actually found a way to do that from Wasaga Beach in Canada all the way down locally through the repeaters and locked them all up for a little bit to make a phone call into Tonawanda, New York. Yes, that's where I'm from. It's a big city. You know about it all the time. No, you probably never heard about it. However, when I grew up in Tonawanda, I grew up with a truck driver that had some fun CB radio equipment I would have loved to have. And as the years passed, I'm 12 or 10 to 12 years old, he needed to reside the house. He wanted to reside the house with vinyl. And what it actually had on it was plaques of asbestos siding on it. They were the old school ones that were tacked up over the wooden boards and things like that. And they were supposed to last forever, but it's made of asbestos. So we started hammering them out and stuff like that. And eventually I did really need to get a respirator to be able to hammer all the siding off of his house. But he was a truck driver, and he had one of the most amazing radios I wanted, because all I had was a Maxton MC 27 after I blew up my old father's Craco Deluxe 2300 by reversing the power on it. So this was actually my first radio, and it's in the box, and it took me forever to find this one. And man, oh man. But yeah, I thought this was the best thing ever. Of course, the radio I got was pulled together by spreading coils and clipping limiter. And when I put this on the air, and like I said, I had a Maxton 2700 walkie-talkie. I had the 27 MC27, I think it was. Had the BNC connector, and it was just a little flip switch, but it had 40 channels AM, and it was all digital. It ran on probably 8 AA batteries that probably would last 10 minutes on transmit, but it did have a high-low switch and everything, but rubber ducky antenna. So I used to take that off, put a BNC to SO239, and then in my PL-259, and then out to my Radio Shack 5/8 ground wave. And that son of a bitch, I swear, that thing was the best antenna I've ever had in my entire life. Talked all over the world on that thing, and that was in like 95 to 97. So that's when I had that radio and this radio in the box. Because after I got done with the asbestos siding removal, I ended up getting this radio. Now, that radio I got, like I said, was kind of destroyed. It had holes drilled all through the case, so RF was leaking out. The limiter was clipped out completely, just gone, and everything else was truck stop happy, I would say. Maybe that's the good way. But I want to go ahead and just pop this open do a power test. But yeah, this is my first radio that I had to work for. And it ended up being asbestos siding removal. But I wanted this radio. And now I found it again after probably 5 years. I think I bought it in 2020, and I haven't really done anything with it. I probably haven't even put it on the channel, but let's go ahead and get into it. Eric Tech's House. We'll be back in just one moment, please. Well, let's go back in time, man. I'm going to try and stay cool. Man. Oh. I guess I did recap this one. Wow. Alright, so we got a microphone. It is missing the Argo logo on this, but oh boy. Oh boy. God, I love this radio so much. Look at that thing, man. That's my Argo 300 right there. In really, really good shape. Oh, I ain't got the manual printed out. Oh, there it is. There's the mic logo. I printed out as well. Wow. I guess that's the old mic thing. Man, I must have done this way back when, but yeah, here's the full operation manual of the Argo 300. Look at this little baby. Sweetness. Yeah, it looks like I had a logo over the top of the channel selector, but my goodness. It may not be anything special to you guys. I talked all over the world on AM/FM. That's all it is, AM/FM radio. And yeah, I even laminated a channel chart on this thing, man. Holy moly, man. I can't wait to power this son of a bitch up. I really can't. Oh my goodness. Argo 300, you have come home, and I forgot all about you. And it even has the mountain bracket. Whew. All right, ladies and gentlemen. Radios can get emotional.
I think he said Maryville. But anyway, they say, I guess people going by the house. I guess he ain't in the house over there no more. Yeah, that's what I heard. I heard everything been poured down off the roof and everything. He might be putting up another station. He come out here preaching so goddamn much, Nate. They say he come out here, he come out the good Lord so much. He didn't know the good Lord maybe moving him on Tuesday. He didn't know that, did he, J.J.? Y'all wasn't putting nothing in the hat, didn't it? No doubt about it. You wasn't paying your tithes, there, right? Yeah, well.
All right, back again with the Argo 300. Now, this is somewhat unlabeled. Now, the labels always end up getting rubbed off and such, but as you can see down here, it is very similar to some of the European units out there, even right down to the RX and TX lights being changed. It should have a green for the RX and a red for the TX, but that one is different. But no, it is a very, very beautiful radio here. As you can see, it used to have a label there. It used to have Argo 300 on it. A lot of those radios have changed over time because they didn't want to get caught having an illegal radio, even though the band right there gives it away. And those bands right there, as we have, starts A band 1, 26065 and goes all the way up to band F at 28755. So yeah, very good, but it is just AM and FM, as you can see right down here. But yeah, that is what we have, but it does have a TX power. Yeah, as I can say, this TX power on the Argo has 4 watts of AM power and 8 watts of AM power on high. But yes, the Argo. Now this thing here is no longer manufactured, so it was manufactured up to probably over 2016. I heard some issues and some problems because they went to SMT components and then disappeared completely. But it had the same layout. Very beautiful layout here with the Argo 300. Yes, my very, very first export radio here. And yeah, still so funny that the RX and TX lights are reversed. I need to maybe change that out or leave it the same. But yes, this is an Onwa ARGO 300. I put the label on it. But what these radios were made for was in the South Pacific and Fisherman. So they would use these radios and they'd say whatever band they were on and channel and A12 or C12, stuff like that. But yeah, it ended up being a very nice radio for truckers in the 80s. And that's how I ended up with one way back in the day, all destroyed. This one is not. It's still the same. But yeah, this is the Argo 300. And yeah, it passes the test. It's a beautiful little tiny ass radio. And glad to get the original mic, even though I lost the label in the process of shipping. I still have this beautiful Argo 300, which if you know, you know. New radios come out with all the other stuff right out of the box. We used to have to play around, and it was actually, I think it was the noise blanker on and off. If I went to channel 19, I hit that, it would flip the switch to 50. And there were a lot of truckers, especially if they were in fleets, they would have the very same radio, and then they just be able to say 19 high, go to that, and it would actually flip the switch to 27505, channel quote unquote 50. But man, fun stuff in the 80s, man. But I get emotional about this radio. It's a beautiful, beautiful layout, and European layout, really. But my first radio, still staring at this. I think I'm 12, 13 years old at this point. Just looking at this, man. Just makes you go back in time. All right, man. 73s. From 12-year-old Eric Tech Stuffs to my old ass now, Eric Tech Stuffs. I say 73s. I appreciate each and every one of you. Leave a comment down below. Let me know your first and favorite radio and what you use now. All right, 73, Eric, Texas. We'll see you on the other side.